Does it suck out any of the oxygen in the room when it comes to Apple's lineup that we're about to be getting?
I don't think so. I mean, certainly the Chinese market is very important to Apple. It's almost 20% of their sales. The emerging markets like India and China are very important to Apple as we look forward. But next week is still going to be an exciting time.
Overall, in terms of the new phones we're getting, the AirPods, we want to dig into that in a little bit moment. But I know the precise specifics around China and India are not always your forte, but to the extent that we're worried about supply chain impact, or indeed just more broadly a pushback of not just government users, but actually just consumers in China. We've seen it before in 2019 and Apple weathered it. So is it that much of a worry?
Well, I think, it's hard to say what the future is going to bring. So I think it's always going to be a worry, but it's also hard given the amount of Apple supply chain that's based in China. It's really hard to untangle those. Like Apple's a large it's a large employer in China. It's got a very big base of business, and there's a lot that Apple does to help the Chinese economy as well. So I think it's going to be something to watch and see how much of an impact it has and what happens over the long term as well.
Julie, it's really hard to tie all these stories together, but next week we get iPhone 15, a 15, a 15 Plus, a Pro, and a Pro Max is what we've reported at Bloomberg. What does Forrester know about the Chinese consumer? If we get the tech upgrades we think on that handset, is that something that the market in China traditionally responds to?
So the answer is yes, and I think there's a couple parts of the answer to this question. So when Apple unveils its phones next week, we do expect it's going to be the best hardware that's on the market. It's going to have new camera features. It's going, what consumers focus on, right, is the camera, the size, the quality of the screen, right? Because a lot of what we do with our phones is consume media. We watch TV, we listen to music, we read the news and do more things like that. And we also take a lot of pictures and post on social media and share with our friends. So those are the things that consumers will be focused on. And yes, we do expect Apple to leapfrog the existing competition that's in the market. The other side of the story, though, is, Apple's got an entire ecosystem of services and media and health and payments built around their devices. So there's a portion of the value that you get derived from just owning the smartphone, but there's so much more to the Apple's value proposition to an individual consumer than just the hardware itself. And there is no one in the Android ecosystem that's been able to rival that to date.
Well, let's go to some of the specifics then. Shout out Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, who has the Everything Apple plans to announce at September 12 iPhone event story out this morning. For me, I'm super interested in the latest processor, A17 3 nanometer, but it sounds like you're also focused on design. We know about these titanium sides, the refined and expanded bezels. What do you think is most important?
Yeah, so I think for the consumer, certainly, I think it's hard to put, or it's hard to articulate what it's like with the look and the feel and when somebody has it in their hands. But that's one of the things that Apple has always done well, is when somebody touches that device and they have it in the hands for the first time, it has an unbelievable wow factor. But if I go back to what you said earlier just about the chips too, the other advantage that Apple has is it has such a vertically integrated stack in their devices that everything is like fast. It's contextually relevant, things run smoothly, and there's so much that they do that, like I said, it's hard to articulate, but people, whether it's just the hardware or even how their applications are working, people just have a wow factor when they have one of those phones in their hands.
Apart from Siri, I'd say, to a large extent. And I think there's sort of been the void that Apple hasn't yet really stepped into, artificial intelligence.
Right.
Like, are we going to get any drip feed of really what's going on? Because they've been beefing up their team and they've been spending millions per day.
Yeah, so I think there's artificial intelligence, right? It has a lot of flavors, right? So there's like kind of the simple stuff that fills in the blank and does spell check and creates memory for us with our photos, and those things are fun. Certainly, I'd like to be able to tell Siri to call my husband and have that work. They don't know his name. So some of those things will happen. But then I think if you're talking about things like generative AI, I think we're going to wait a little while on that, right? I think there's probably too many risks associated with putting those applications directly in front of consumers yet, whether it's the mistakes that it makes or the hallucinations or the biases that are in it. I think we're going to wait on that for now.